Hi, welcome back to Moving to Austin, Texas Suburbs. I'm Caitlyn Balderas.
And I'm Leanna Borsellino.
And we are both with Haven Homes Austin, and we are really excited to tell you all about Cedar Park,
Cedar
Texas.
Park! Yeah!
Great place. As we were doing the research, we were remembering all of our favorite things in Cedar Park, and we're really excited to share that with you today.
So stick around.
Welcome back. We're ready to get started with you today. But before we do, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell for the notifications so you don't miss any of our content.
That's right. And also, whether or not you're looking now specifically to move or a year from now, it's never too soon to start doing your research. So if you want to give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or better yet, let's get on a Zoom call. All of that information is in the description below. And please do not hesitate to reach out. We'd love to hear from you.
We love answering questions. And as someone who's relocated to the Austin area herself over 10 years ago, I know how many questions come up and how you're eager to get them answered, even when it's early. So we would love to talk to you. It's never too early to start the conversation.
All right, well, let's get at it. Today we're doing a vlog on all things Cedar Park. We're really excited to tell you why we love Cedar Park and why it might be a good fit for you.
So Cedar Park is a suburb north, tiny bit west of Austin. It's about 25 minutes to get to downtown. It is really a highly desired suburb of Austin. It's really close. Not everybody wants to live in Austin, and so it is one of the sought after suburbs.
I'd say one of the more popular suburbs of Austin.
Yeah,
definitely.
It is rather large, and it has a population of about 78,000. And it is one of the better school districts in the area.
Yeah, I think I got great ratings for the schools there. So if you're wanting to go to an area that has awesome schools and you got some kids, Cedar Park might be the place for you.
Yeah. Overall, this is one of the highest rated suburbs in our area. Niche.com rates it as an A+ city, which it's pretty rare. We've gone over a couple of cities in our different videos, and this is definitely one of the highest rated ones.
Yeah, I actually have I'm sure we've both had several clients, but our clients that come from the Cedar Park area who have moved there or moved away from there, one of their favorite things and like the resounding reason for why they're in Cedar Park is because of the schools.
Yeah.
So
the schools. So Leander ISD covers Cedar Park and Leander. Kind of unusual. It's the only one in the area that covers two cities. But it is the 13th highest rated school district in all of Texas. So I mean, very, very highly sought after.
Definitely something to consider. I don't think I've shown a house to anybody in Cedar Park or Leander that hasn't had the school district as one of the very top reasons they're looking there.
Definitely. So there are 28 elementary schools, 10 middle schools, and 8 high schools in Leander.
Whoa!
It's huge because it's two large cities that share that ISD. So very highly rated. And I think it has a really good community opinion as well.
Yes, it does. Very, very strong community opinion.
Yeah, so when you talk to people, they have good things to say about it. And so definitely a reason to look at Leander. And in addition to that, it is rated very highly for diversity.
Yes.
Niche.com rates it as an A. And so we see a lot of different cultures in Cedar Park. When you're at the Costco, when you're at one of the 3 HEBs, you'll see all different cultures and people and hear different languages spoken, and that's definitely something I love about all of the suburbs of Austin, but especially Cedar Park.
Yeah, Cedar Park has got it going on.
So Cedar Park is known as a pretty affluent suburb of Austin.
Yes, it is.
So the median home value is $469, and so that is higher than some of the other cities we've talked about.
That's a little bit more on the expensive side, to be sure.
It is. Some of you coming from more expensive areas like LA or Seattle or New York might be saying that is super cheap, but for our area, it's on the higher side for sure. We also have a pretty high median income in Cedar Park. It's over $110,000, and it's about average of 4 occupants per home.
So very family friendly. So the average people, I guess, that are moving to Cedar Park are families. So if you're looking for something, like I said, the school districts,
Yes, definitely draws in the families because of the school districts. So we have a lot of employers in Cedar Park, and some of the top employers are the Cedar Park Regional Medical Center, Core Lab Structures, ETS, Lindgren, Firefly, Aerospace. Lots of ones. I was surprised at how many technology companies they have in Cedar Park. There's a lot in Austin, but some have made their way out to Cedar Park.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, there's definitely plenty to do in Cedar Park, so I don't think you're really going to get bored there.
No, there definitely is plenty to do. What we've been seeing in a lot of the suburbs is they're trying to make their own entertainment districts that are similar to the Domain, which is in North Austin. And so they are starting to do that in Cedar Park.
What?
So they're going to have something called the Bell District.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Yes, which is like a mini Domain. So I drove by the other day and they're doing construction, and it's really exciting. Also have the HEB Center, which is a arena. So they do sports, they do hockey and they do basketball, but then they also have concerts. And you kind of think, well, it's a suburb of Austin. It's not even in the city of Austin, but they've had some really big name people.
Oh yeah, and we also have like our local hockey team, the Texas Stars, play there. What is the basketball team's name?
I think it's the Spurs.
The Spurs. It is the Spurs. We got the Spurs that play there. All sorts of events. I've been to many concerts there. I've even gone to see Paw Patrol with my kids.
Yeah,
at the HEB Center.
They have kids activities. They have lots of things. I've seen a lot of Christian concerts there. I mean,
listen, my daughter, we were just there this past weekend. My daughter's a cheerleader, and they had a huge event for cheerleaders and to qualify to go to Florida, which by the way, we're going to Florida.
Nice.
So they have all sorts of events in Cedar Park at the HEB Center, which is really cool.
They draw like pretty big name. It's not just like local people, and it's not just smaller acts. It's some pretty big name acts that they have out there at the Cedar Park Center. So it's very convenient. You don't even have to go into Austin to go to concerts.
Yeah. My kids, when we were there this past weekend, they were like, Mom, this says HEB, but it's not a grocery store.
Why is it called HEB?
Like, why do they call it HEB? Yes. I was like, well, because they own it.
They own HEB. HEB is like a staple of our area. So, and then there's another smaller place called the Hot Spot, HAUTE, Hot Spot, that has
it's getting hot in here. So hot.
That's an outdoor venue where they have concerts too. So
they
do it all year. So whether it's hot or cold or actually nice for the very small seasons of spring and fall that we get, that's a place that you can go for entertainment as well.
Speaking of really cool places to go in Cedar Park, we also have the Crossover, which is kind of like an outdoor venue place to go for, I guess you could do sporting events. They got volleyball. If you ever are part of Austin Sports Social Club, they have a lot of the events there. They got an indoor ice skating rink. They got batting cages.
They have a gym.
Everything.
They have training facilities. They do concerts there. They play the Cowboys game outside on the
Megatron screen.
Yes, on a huge screen. And then they have a playground.
Food trucks.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's why it's called the Crossover, because you're crossing over so many different parts of life, the sports, the entertainment, they have a bar, they have a restaurant, so it's really a fun place. Oh, they have a church there. Oh, so yeah, it's huge. It's a huge facility. I was shocked when I went there the first time. Yeah. We've actually even done realtor training events.
Yes,
there.
we have. So, we sure have.
Yes. So it's a really cool place to take a family, go on a date, go ice skating. I've watched some of my friends' kids play hockey there. Yep. So yeah, it's a cool
I've met with clients, and I've had my kids with me sometimes, and they just go off and play on the facilities while, meeting with my client. So
yeah. There's a 90s cover band that I really love that plays there. So
fun.
We can all go there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a really, really fun place. If you are into more of the country music scene, we have a country bar called Wild West. They do some classes sometimes, which I need, and then
two-step. Who likes the two-step?
Me, I do. So they also have teen night on Sunday nights. My teens have gone there and learned how to dance a little bit.
Yeah.
It's really fun. I really enjoy going there. I've had some good memories.
Which, by the way, if your kids grow up in the Austin area, something that the elementary schools do provide here is they teach all of the kids how to square dance. So you will be square dancing, and your kids are going to learn whether or not they like it.
Yeah, that was a surprise to me when I first moved here. That's like part of their curriculum is learning how to square dance. And it's the cutest thing. love it.
I was born and raised here, so I got pictures of me as a little kid square dancing and do-si donuts.
It's so cute. So yeah, we also say the Texas Pledge.
Oh yeah.
Did not know that until we went to school here. My kids went to school here, so we are very proud of ourselves. So yes, and then in addition to all that, if all of that isn't enough for you, there's several movie theaters here. One that's built into the mall, one that's its own little district, and so we have tons of fun things to do in Cedar Park.
Absolutely. I think there's even an Alamo Draft House in Cedar Park, isn't there?
Yeah, there is, right on the border of Austin and Cedar Park.
If you haven't been to an Alamo Draft House, you need to go.
It's an Austin thing, and they have locations all over Austin, and it is where you get to eat food. It's like a restaurant combined with a movie theater, and they have beer, and they have all kinds of stuff. It's in dessert.
It's different though than like a luxury theater where you go and recline. The experience is just different. Like you got to go to an Alamo Draft House versus like a Flicks.
So it's also cool because they play older movies. Like they'll bring back the 80s or 90s movies. At Christmas time they play Elf. They do sing-alongs. They have like community events.
Yeah, and sometimes there's like audience participation, which I think is fun. So.
I'm the one singing all the Disney songs. So there's no shortage of things to do in Cedar Park.
In case you can't tell, we really like Texas, and we really like Cedar Park.
And we like having fun.
So
come have fun with
us.
So I think sometimes when people think about living out in the burbs, they just think that they have to commute into Austin to eat good food and stuff like that. And that is really not true. So Cedar Park has some really good restaurants. I would say my favorite is The Grove.
I do love The Grove.
We love The Grove. It's so yummy. And they also have a Jack Allen's.
Yeah.
And Blue Corn Harvest, which has the original location, if I'm not mistaken. And then they've expanded out to Round Rock and Georgetown.
They got some great restaurants in Cedar Park, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. And they have lots of shopping. So they have a Costco.
Yeah.
And 3 H-E-Bs.
That's right.
And there's when you go down 1431, which is also called Whitestone, we'll talk more about how there's multiple street names later.
They do that all over Austin.
All over.
So
I swear you could go down 1431 and hit every single type of store you would ever need. They have sporting goods, Target, smaller type of boutique stores. Ross, everything that you would need just down 1431.
Yeah, it's true.
And it's right off the toll road, so it's really convenient. So I definitely think that it's a good place. Oh, they have H Mart, which is a Korean grocery store.
Oh,
so it is. There
you go.
Really
Did we
fun.
mention it's diverse here?
Yeah, they have a food court, which I love going to with my kids because then everybody can get what they want, and it is super delicious. And then if you want to go inside, they have the specialty items and the ingredients you need to make, authentic Korean food. And then they also have like fish tanks with live fish and different, I think, lobster. So yeah, it's an event for sure. It's like something to go and really experience.
That sounds really fun.
So we talk a lot about being outside on all of these videos, and so we always like to highlight the parks and the trails. So Cedar Park actually has 46 city-maintained parks, not including the parks that are built into any of the subdivisions. So it's a lot.
Wow.
My personal favorite is Brushy Creek Lake Park. It's a mouthful, but it has a really beautiful reservoir lake, and then it has walking trails, it has a park. It's really big, and so we spend a lot of time there.
I like to take my kids to the Quarry, which is like this really awesome outdoor splash pad. And you have to pay a little, it's a small fee to get in, but it's totally worth it. And like I said, you go into what looks like a quarry, and there's water everywhere. And there's also a train, which is really fun to ride for the kids, especially during October. I like taking them there during October because it's a little bit cooler out, but there's like this cave that it goes through, and they play like the "This is Halloween, this is Halloween," and so it's kind of cool because you go through a cute little cave, but it's got all like the Disney kid themed stuff on it. It's a really fun treat to take the kids to without freaking them out too much.
I love the Quarry too. When my kids were little, they loved going there. So yeah, I mean, it's no shortage of stuff to do outside. So they also have 37 trails here, and you'll see that all over the Austin area. That's awesome. We are really big on spending time outside. So,
yes, we are.
And I think the cities do a really great job of providing really beautiful parks.
Yeah, I think something that most people don't realize when they move to the Austin area is that there's like a whole cave system underground in Austin, especially in the northern part of Austin, because you got Interspace Cavern and all that kind of stuff, but it expands everywhere. When I was a kid, I grew up in Round Rock in the Cat Hollow neighborhood, and I remember when they started building out and putting a lot more houses and subdivisions in the area, I would just be riding on my bike and there'd be a new cave entrance, and my friends and I would like to try to explore, so we try to sneak into them, but they started, grilling them up. But those caves are all over the place. And if you do, you look online, you can see there's actually cave entrances that you can go into, especially even into Cedar Park, that, go explore these caves, but they're everywhere, which makes for some very beautiful landscapes in other areas because it kind of like spills out into it. So when you're going on these hikes, you're not just seeing a bunch of flat land. I know people joke that Texas is very flat, but I would say that you will be surprised with how beautiful these trails actually can be.
Yeah, I love spending time outside, especially when it's not 105 or 30. So, I
don't mind the 105.
I don't mind it if there's water.
That's what I was going to say. You got to have the water, though.
Yes. Well, I think that really summarizes Cedar Park. I think it's a beautiful place to live and a beautiful place to spend time. And we would love to answer any questions that you have of stuff that we didn't cover in this video.
Yeah, so write your questions below.
That's it for Cedar Park. We hope that we answered all your questions. If we didn't, put them in the comments below. If you want more information, please reach out to us. You can send us a text, write us an email, give us a phone call, or we can get on Zoom and talk to you because we would love to talk to you. And make sure you subscribe.
Oh yeah, don't forget to tap that bell if you haven't already done so, please.
Yeah, so it's Caitlyn and Leanna, and we'll see you next time.
Ciao for now.
Let's get you to Texas.